Guys, it's freaking hot out. I can't do the Eminem bit. Come on, guys. It's freaking 85 degrees in here. It's too hot. It's literally too hot. I can turn the fan on right there. See that fan there? I can turn that on right now. But, I want that good audio sound for you guys. So I got to suffer with the heat right now. And, guys, I can't just wear a jet hoodie while doing this. Because that'd be a fun bit, guys. It would be a fun bit. But it's too hot, guys. It is just too hot. So anyway, this is the Eminem tier list. So I'm a huge Eminem fan. I've been listening to a long while, and I've listened to all the albums, like left to right. He's definitely my favorite rapper. And I figured, since I keep listening all the time, I should just make a list, just ranking all the Eminem albums. Now, there's obviously gonna be some controversial opinions in here, so if you have your own Eminem opinions, place in the comments down below. But otherwise, this is my list. If you don't agree with my list, I'm sorry. It is what it is, but hey, this is the Eminem tier list, alright? Alright, so this is gonna be our list right here. We went from Infinite all the way to the Death of Slim Shady. Now, if you notice, there's no D12, there's no 8 Mile soundtrack, there's no compilations or any collab albums, Bad and Evil and all that. We're not gonna do on that. It's specifically, we're gonna talk about the studio albums. So let's start out with M's first album, Before You Met Dre, Infinite. Now, Infinite is one of those cases where it's definitely a starter. It's kind of cool listening to him, see where he starts, but it's definitely not like you listen to all the time. There's definitely some cool beats. There's definitely some cool retro beats to listen to. So that's usually kind of fun. I might steal them probably, but yeah, it's definitely fine for what it is. The most memorable song is the Infinite song, which is okay. It's an okay song, but compared to all this, it's definitely not gonna cut it. I'm not gonna give it a D. I'm just gonna give it a C, just for because for what he starts off relatively fine, and I think that's worth something. I think that's relatively something should be worth noting is he started somewhere small and then became the juggernaut as he is now. So we're gonna put Infinite at C tier. All right, up next, the Slim Shady LP. This one's interesting. Is most well known. This is the introduction to the Slim Shady character. There was an EP before that, but this is the one introduced Slim Shady to the main audience. And there's a lot of tracks, fun listen to. You got My Name Is. You got Guilty Conscience. You got Just Don't Give a Fuck. Role Model. There's some fun tracks in here. I don't consider it perfect. There's definitely some mixes that don't feel right, and there's a couple songs in there that just kind of. But there are some fun tracks though. It definitely deserves to be up at that point. So I'm gonna put it as A tier. The Slim Shady LP is gonna be A tier. I don't think it's a masterpiece of an album. Eminem, this is what is most well known in standards, and definitely should remain high up there. So we're gonna give this an A. Next thing up, the Marshall Mathers LP, and yeah, it just has to be up there. The Marshall Mathers LP is the gold standard of Eminem. I mean, you got stuff like The Real Slim Shady, The Way I Am. You got Kill You, Stan, Criminal. It's just a hallmark Eminem. I'm Back is probably my favorite on the album, just because of the beats and how raw it is. I do have a couple songs I don't really care for. I never care for Amityville. Under the Influence is not that great, but it outlasts all of those songs because it's still tolerable, because it's just how great it is. We could cut out the Ken Kniff skit out of this one. We could probably cut that part out of the album, but Marshall's LP, a lot of people would say is his best album. Till the Eminem Show came out, and then that beats out the Marshall LP. The Eminem Show is just perfect. I don't think there's one bad track on that album. It is just incredible. Straight up, it is just incredible. I mean, you get Without Me, you get Superman, Sing for the Moment, you get Cleaning Out Your Closet, Business. Haley song's fun. Even the jokes on Drips, I don't mind Drips. It's gross, but it's fun. It is just a perfect album. Because if the M came out from Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers to the Eminem Show, the three personas, it is just a perfect album. Without a doubt, the hierarchy of top Eminem. And what makes it sad afterwards is after that album we get Encore. Now, there's a couple good songs in Encore. There is a couple really good songs in Encore, but there's a lot of other songs on Encore that's not that great. You get songs like My First Signal, you get Big Weenie, Ass Like That. The one thing that says it though is that the instrumentals are great. Besides My First Signal, I don't like the instrumental for First Signal, but the other instrumentals of the songs is like perfection. And you do get a lot of great songs like Toy Soldiers, you get Mockingbird, you know, the literal encore song is really good. There is still like elements of this album that just like falls apart because like it was meant to be something bigger. You could tell this was meant to be his retirement album. And after it came out, he realized that probably not a good album to retire to. But if you hear the cut songs for this, the cut songs are better. But the reason why they got cut is because the album got leaked. So part of the songs got leaked with it, and then M's like, I can't include it. I gotta make new songs. We need Big Weenie. Throw that in there. There's fun instrumentals. There's some neat stuff, but I'm gonna have to put it C tier. Encore C. It could lean to D. I feel like if you asked me a year ago, I would have gave it a D. I've listened to it a few more times after the fact, and you know, I think it's a C. And then we get Relapse. This one is one of, I guess, the most controversial album. This is when M was going fully experimental. This is after his overdose, getting the mindset of like serial killers and addiction. And it's a big love it if you hate it album. A lot of people don't like it because he uses the accents. Like, people find it obnoxious. Even M himself doesn't like Relapse at all. So what's my opinion on it? Relapse is my favorite Eminem album. So, Eminem Show and Marshall Mathers LP, like, if you're talking like greatest albums of all time for Eminem, it's those two. However, my personal favorite is Relapse, because this is M on a whole different level. He had to relearn how to rap. So he made the most insane concept I've ever heard, where this is straight up horrorcore. I didn't even know if I like horrorcore until I listened to Relapse. Like, Relapse changed my whole viewpoint of like music, basically. Because like, M's out here rapping like words that shouldn't even rhyme at all, and he's just doing it flawlessly. Like, Dre's doing all the instrumentals. It is just incredible. You get great tracks like Beautiful, you get Stay Wide Awake, you get Crack a Bottle, you get My Darling, you get some bangers, and it is just perfect. I love Relapse. Relapse is without a doubt my favorite Eminem album. Compared to all these, it's definitely gonna beat out of my personal favorite. If you don't like it, it's fine, but Relapse is my favorite album from Eminem. Up next is Recovery, and Recovery is basically the pop album. This is when he went full pop. And it's not bad. There's some good stuff into it. You get Cinderella Man, you get, you know, Not Afraid, Love the Way You Lie. There's some good songs in here, and it's basically a tribute album to Proof, you know, his best friend. And for what it is good. It's a good album, I would say. I think it's good. I would give it up to B tier. There's a couple tracks I still listen to, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be up in the B area. But I would consider it a good album. Alright, the Marshall Mathers LP2. This one's kind of all over the place. There are some good tracks, and there's some tracks I'm kind of, So I'm gonna give that a B for Marshall Mathers LP2. So, let me explain. The album itself feels uneven. There's like random songs that just jumbled a little bit. It doesn't feel, I don't know. I got some kind of beef with it, but I don't know why. There's some really good songs. Like, I love the opening song, Bad Guy. Bad Guy is great. Rap God is a classic. Monster's good. I love listening to Love Game, the Kendrick one. That's great too. It is just, I don't know. Headlight's good though too, but I don't know. There's something in it. Like, if there was a focus to it, I would definitely say it's up there. But it's not my favorite, I would say. But there's some good songs in it. There's some good songs in the album. So I'm going to keep it where it is, and it's going to go into B. It's still decently well, but it's not entirely my favorite. Oh boy. Revival. So here's what I can say about Revival. Castle and A Rose are good tracks. I really like those tracks a lot. Besides those two tracks, this is a D. This is a big old D, man. I don't like Revival besides those last two tracks. Because everyone else's album is just, the music's kind of like all over the place. You get random like collabs with Beyonce. It's just, no. It doesn't feel right. I'm not a fan of this. This is not a great album. And it's kind of a mess. Revival is definitely not my favorite Eminem track. Or album. So, besides Castle Rose, those are the only two. If there's any that you want to listen to from this album, it's the last two tracks. And then Kamikaze. I like Revival. I like two tracks. I'm not a big fan of Kamikaze, guys. I am not. The beats, I felt, were all generic. You get some whack songs like Good Guy or Nice Guy, and it's like, you get the Venom song, but no. I don't care for this. I really don't. I think the only one I liked was probably Stepping Stone. Stepping Stone was the D12 kind of basically saying I'm retiring D12. Or that was the only one I generally like. I don't really like Kamikaze that much. This is just, I'm just like, this is basically a response to Revival, and it's like, nah. It's fine doing diss tracks, but a diss track album is kind of like, and a lot of the appeal to the attacks is also dated because they're not really popular anymore. Like, it doesn't hold up to me. It feels dated. I think Kamikaze is worse than Revival. It's just, all right, music to remember by side A, because this one split up to 2. So I'm trying to remember what's on track, which is on album 1 and album 2. Premonition's good. You're Gonna Learn. I love that. I love to be good to learn. Darkness is probably one of the top 10 Eminem songs, I think. Darkness is definitely up there. But then you get some bad songs. Like Marsh sucks. Like Stepdad sucks. Weirdly disjointed. I like the first half of that album was good, and then I feel like after leaving Heaven, it starts going down a little bit for me. It's like, no. But it's all right. I still think it's okay. I think it's worthy enough to get a B, mainly for the Darkness, because Darkness is a really good track. Side B, there's some decent stuff with it. Alfred's theme is pretty good. Black Magic's pretty good. Discombobulate was a Relapse song, so of course I like that, but it's not the best, I would say. It's some tracks kind of forgettable. It's kind of whatever. But I think it's so good. It's all right. It's all right. I guess I would take. You know what? For the sake of it, let's put in B. I think they're basically one album, side A, side B. They split them to 2, but it's basically kind of similar. So altogether, I think it's a B album. It's okay. I think it's okay. All right, the last song of the album is The Death of Slim Shady, and I gotta say, guys, it's an A. This is an A+ album. This is like going back to classic. You get some good songs in there. You get Habits. You get Evil, Lucifer, Antichrist. You get Brand New Dance, which is a jam. I fuck with Brand New Dance. And then you get Temporary, and then Somebody Save Me. It's a great album. I think it's back up being like Eminem found where he should be at. It's not a full S. After the Guilty Conscience 2, it loses touch of what it is, and you get 2 songs, Bad One and Head Honcho, which doesn't fit the album. If they move that to Music to Be Murdered By, it's fine, but this does not fit, because this is basically a concept album, because you're supposed to listen in order, but the story just ends like 65% in, and you're just kind of like, oh, okay. But it's still recommended good. I enjoyed it a lot. That is probably up there with like the other Eminem songs to me. I think that's a top 5. That became a top 5 like with me over time. So yeah, this is gonna be in my list. Relapse is my favorite of the album, and Kamikaze is my least favorite. So there you go. There's something to learn there. So yeah, if you don't like my opinion, it's fine. I don't really care. But if you have your own opinion, comment below. I want to see your guys' ranking of Eminem albums. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you like the smaller content I've been doing, I'll do more, I guess. But yeah, if you like this, hit like, subscribe, and all that, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.